Hi Paige, how are you? Good to see you again.
Nice to see you.
I saw you in Tampa.
Thank you, man.
BKFC in Tampa.
Oh, yeah.
We came back to
Okay,
that.
yeah.
You met my daughter.
Yeah, help yourself, brother. Nice to see you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Well, then,
Yeah, grab a seat.
awesome to see you here.
Oh, good. So we're taking this we'll run it next week. So. Or just yell real loud.
Cool.
Is it 8? It's Power Slap 8, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, we are back continuing hanging out, getting ready for the entire week here of International Fight Week. And late breaking, it came out just a couple days ago. We're covering Power Slap 8. We've been involved since
3.
Power Slap 1. One. Attended 3.
3, yeah, okay.
Covered UFC 1, attended 11, so been around a long time. But breaking news, Power Slap 8, Paige VanZant participating. How did this whole thing go down?
Honestly, it was relatively easy and quick. For me, it didn't come out of nowhere. I knew that I was a fan of the sport. My manager and I were kind of talking about Power Slap, and I was like, hey, I would do that. And then we got the call, and it was like, yeah.
How do you prepare for this? How do you prepare to be able to take a slap to the face?
I mean, I've been taking punches, so although you don't stand straight in front of somebody and hope to get hit or know that the hit's coming, there's the preparation already under my belt with all of my experience in boxing and MMA and all the things that I've done. And then there's just nuances. There's, making sure that you do the technique correctly, you don't get disqualified, being able to not flinch, but again, coming in from getting punched in the face.
Well, but you can flinch in MMA or in boxing. I went to a different organization. I stood 3 inches from the slaps, and I think I flinched 3 times. So, I mean, how do you prepare? How do you practice? How do you...
I mean, it's just combat experience. I think for me, of course, there was things that I did in training to quote unquote prepare to get slapped, but in MMA, it really isn't like flinching. You're bobbing, you're weaving, you're moving, and you get hit in the face constantly. So of course, it's just training everything that you can to get prepared for a new combat sport style.
Are you the type of person, because you've done so much in combat sports, literally been to the top of every kind of sport within the sport, if you understand what I mean, is it something that when the Power Slap thing came up and you just said, yeah, I want to do that, is it something that you think you could do for an extended period of time, or are you one of these people that goes, nah, I've done that, I'm going to move to something else now, I'm going to test myself somewhere else? How does that fit in your kind of mindset?
No, for me, I mean, of course, because I was with the UFC for, I think, 6 years, then went over to bare knuckle boxing. I still have a great relationship with BKFC, and I see a future there for me as well. I think what surprises people about me making the transition to all these sports is the fact that, yes, I've been around, I've had a very long career, but I'm still extremely young, so I can. Mm-hmm. And I just go where I see fit, and of course I do see myself having a future with Power Slap. I love being underneath the UFC umbrella. Everybody knows they're a powerhouse for a reason, and just being back home, quote unquote, right. It feels very good, but I also know that I'm going to continue to compete in boxing, possibly other sports, but yeah, I'm really happy about the way that Power Slap's going to fit in line with all my other career moves.
How much do you think your name is going to help the sport of slap?
I don't think that Dana White or Power Slap needs any help from me, but I do know that it's a good fit, and I'm excited that I can be one of the first to come in and really show that combat sports athletes respect this, first off, think it's exciting and want to do it. I do think that you're going to see multiple other people coming to Power Slap.
How long do you think you're going to do slap before something else? I know you kind of talked about there's a lot of things. I mean, is this a long-term?
Yes, the plan concurrently is to do Power Slap alongside of my boxing career. I do have another boxing match coming up at the end of the year, and they work well. They work hand in hand. It's being in shape, training very, very hard, being able to, take and give impact.
Are we ever likely to see you in an MMA octagon ever again? No, but and obviously I know you kind of move from one to another and then different disciplines. Is it something that you're passionate about getting back to? If you go, no, I've done that now, I'm enjoying the bare knuckle, I'm enjoying boxing, where does that sort of sit with you?
For me, I just like to compete. In combat sports is combat sports. Of course, I love MMA. I'm training an American Top Team. They are one of the powerhouses for MMA. If the opportunity arises and presents itself and it's correct opportunity for me business-wise, absolutely. I still have a love for the sport. sport. But right now, I just want to compete, and I'm going where the best business moves are.
Is fight week for SLAP a whole lot easier than fight week for any of the other organizations?
Absolutely. It just feels different. Being around all the power slap athletes, of course, I think there's a unspoken truth that you really shouldn't cut a ton of weight for this. It's being hit in the head very, very, very hardly, and standing there and taking it. And I don't think that cutting a ton of water weight would be healthy. So it's a little bit more relaxed. I know some of the other guys that I've been around that are in my husband's weight class, and he's here with me, are very, very much smaller than him. So I think it's true. It's an easier fight week as far as just the weight cut. But of course, it's still competition. So it's still putting those nerves at bay and just going through the process until you compete.
Will it feel really nice to get this over and done with on Friday and then go into maybe are you going to the fights on Saturday night?
Yes, I am.
So it must feel really nice to understand what every one of those fighters is going through, because you've lived it so much. It's still part of all of your home life, everything. But when you get to that arena, just to be able to relax. And also, how do you see, we asked kind of everybody, how do you see the kind of main event going?
Oh my gosh, for me, yeah, I'm so excited that one, I still get to compete because it's what I love to do, but I also get to be a fan and go and show up and drink beer and watch the UFC fights, because I am a super fan, but I haven't really been to many UFC fights where I just got to sit there and relax and enjoy the moment. Main event, boy, I couldn't pick one. I know as a fan, I am extremely excited. I know the true MMA UFC fight fans love this main event, and it's going to be huge. But again, the UFC from top to bottom put together an incredible card.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Paige, thank you very much for your time. We're looking forward to watching you compete on Friday. Let's go ahead.
Thanks, guys.
We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Good seeing you again.
Cheers. Thank you so much.
Let me get your guys' address.
My dad was in the Navy.
Oh, so he
Vietnam.
was in the military.
Yeah.
Michelle's husband was in Air Force, so he really didn't serve then.